Yeah, right, going. Play intro. Where's the button? I found it. This was well organised. Damn it. I unmuted you early because I was like, oh, it's just S, there's no guest, I can trust him to be quiet. And then you started laughing. Oh, dear. Alright, well, hello. Welcome to episode 38 of Real Time Chatting. The most hastily put together episode on my part. Because I've been busy and completely forgot everything. And then at 7 o'clock when we go live, I was like, oh shit, and then I got here.
Yeah, we only started 15 minutes late. It's fine.
Yeah, that's actually surprisingly good, to be honest.
It's totally fine. We don't have a guest, so you'll probably end 15 minutes sooner. So
Probably like an hour earlier, right? But yeah, we're here today. I'm Josh, as always, here with S.
Oh, hi.
Hi, there you go. And we have no guest, as S said. We just have a sad face-palming panda. Is that what it is? I'm gonna have another look.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I mean, I searched
Face-palm.
for... It's not a panda, it's a polar bear.
That's what I meant. My brain's frazzled. I've been rushing so hard. Jeez. It looks like it's some sort of bear, alright?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Alright, well, yeah, anyway, we missed last week's episode because I was busy then as well. But yeah, we got to do this week's so we can catch up on last week's. And we actually have a fair amount of news as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty good. But first, let's start with, I forgot to press buttons. There's the welcome, and then start with what we've been doing in the past week. So I guess the past 2 weeks, right?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll start off then.
Yeah. 2 weeks. Can you remember 2 weeks?
No.
Neither can I.
These 2 weeks, I've not been very active these 2 weeks, as evidenced by the quality of this episode.
I mean, I could start because I sort of
Yes.
remember some stuff. All right, okay. Well, yeah, I've been busy with like in real life stuff. Because fellow speedrunner Seraph needed a place to live, so said he could live here in a tweet, and then it actually happened. It's like one of those rare things when someone promises something on Twitter vaguely out of nowhere and actually goes through with it and it happens.
Is he paying rent?
Yes, yeah, which is quite good. To be honest, I always struggle with rent, so it's like, yeah, sure. So yeah, he's probably streaming right now, actually. So this is a good stress test. I'm uploading a YouTube video, he's streaming, and I'm streaming all at the same time. So I'm actually really surprised my internet can do this. Hey, Emma, don't start streaming. Okay, she asked Sarah if the internet's fine. Alright, cool. Wow, that's actually impressive. I'm actually getting the money's worth of the internet for once. I pay like £40 a month for this internet. It's just like... When we moved in, I looked through the list of every single internet available. I was like, that has the biggest numbers and I know they don't throttle you. And it's like £40. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, so I've been busy with that. Streaming wise, I haven't done too much. Just the generic true 100% plus recording, royal flush bullshit. I did, however, learn an interesting fact about Steam and games on it. You probably already know this, S, because you do Half-Life things.
Right.
But a game came out a couple days ago called Formula 1 2017, which is just like a yearly update to the Formula 1 franchise of games.
Ah, yes, just like FIFA.
Yeah, except better than that, because in
Very good.
FIFA, the rules don't change in football, whereas in Formula 1,
Yeah.
they actually change, so the tracks change, and the cars change, and stuff, so it's actually a bit more different. And they
Very
add...
good.
Yeah, they add like more features and stuff, which is okay. But yeah, anyway, I was playing it a bit, and then they released like 100 MB update on Steam. That's like forced,
see
like
how
all the
this is going.
updates. Yeah, and it broke. It broke the game for me and a lot of other people. The audio was like crackling like mad. I don't know if you've ever tried to drive a race car before, but concentration is pretty important. And suddenly when your engine like cuts out for like half a second, or like you have the radio and they like cut out and shit, and it's like fucking distracting as all hell. So that was annoying. So me and a lot of other people couldn't play the game. Lots of people looking for a workaround, and then Trollbear of all people tells me that you can downgrade Steam games using Steam DB, Steam database.
Yeah, I tried that for Surgeon Simulator. Didn't work.
Really? Yeah. Okay.
I had to sail the seas to get a working version of that.
Right, okay. Well, yeah, I went on Steam database, found like I looked through all the files, and it's like, the .exe is exactly 100 megabytes, and the update was exactly 100 megabytes. It's like, So went on Steam database, found the old .exe manifest thing, whatever, I can't remember the terms it uses. It's weird. Then I used the Steam console, which I didn't even know existed, and just downloaded that manifest from that version of it, and it was just the Formula 1 exe. I just dragged it into the game, ran it, I was like, 1.3 works, and it just works. Which really surprised me.
I found that out like not too long ago. I've not messed with it too much. I think it might only work for like games that were updated after like 2014 or something. Because naturally I tried using it for like one of the old updates for Half-Life 2 and for Surgeon Simulator, of course, and like couldn't really find anything of value to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it strangely just worked for me. I posted it on the Steam forums as a fix, on the Steam discussion page, because a lot of other people were trying to find a fix there. One person said, "Oh, hey, thanks, Josh, that works," and then no one else even acknowledged me. So it's just like, okay, fuck you guys. Just everyone in this thread's just complaining about it and telling Codemasters to fix it. And no one talked to me. It's weird. But yeah, I fixed the problem for me. It makes it so you can't play multiplayer, but I was just playing single player anyway, so whatever. So yeah, that was an interesting Steam game adventure that I've never had before. That's the only vaguely interesting thing I have to talk about.
While you were saying that, I actually figured out what I've been doing these 2 weeks.
Excellent.
I have been doing some more Portal 2 co-op with Gokdak.
Oh yeah, shit, I still haven't watched any of that, fuck.
And it turns out our loading times are longer than they were 3 years ago. So we cannot get green splits. But fortunately, we can still time post-run to find out what the time was without loads. And we haven't PB'd yet, so there's that.
Okay.
But there's a really cool new strat that we learned and that we will now do in runs.
Oh, really? Can you elaborate?
It's probably not new actually, but like to us it is. You have a faith plate, right? And if you step on it, you fly away. Mm-hmm. What you can do is the other player, because it's co-op, can stand in front of the faith plate so that the player who steps on the plate gets launched into that player, which means that instead of like forward, they get launched straight up. And they can use that to airstrafe to a spot higher up where they then can stand. And then they will be blocking the faith plate. And then the other player who was blocking it first steps on the faith plate, crashes into the other player who is now higher up, and they can jump onto the even higher ledge. Like that. And it's really cool.
That does sound really cool. What the hell? How does that work? Wouldn't it just... You'd think it would just push the other player when you hit them, but...
No, it's just like if the player... I don't know.
Yeah. No. So if the players collide, they just cancel each other's horizontal.
Yeah, I mean that's not how physics work in real life, but I guess it was just easier to program it like that.
It's fine. They're robots. It makes sense. All right. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to watch some of that. When do you stream that? Because I never see it.
Oh, pretty late actually.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm normally asleep by then.
Yeah. So makes sense.
That's sleep way too early. Okay.
I sleep way too late.
Yeah, yeah. I only think I sleep late because early because I compare it to everyone else who sleeps really late. Fucking gamers. All right. Well, anyway, that was our past week in streaming and speedrunning. I need to actually do speedruns because I want to submit things to marathons again.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've been looking through the list of runs on my speedrun.com profile and I can't see anything that interests me, unfortunately. So yeah, maybe I should play Max Payne like we said a couple of weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, don't know if I want to speedrun it though, but just find more Let's Play content. Woo! All right, so that's what we were doing the past week. Let's move on to what the world was doing next week. Whoa. I think that worked. I can't actually read. I think it says... Yeah, news. All right.
Yes.
Good. Let's move on to the first bit of news, which I didn't do any research. S did it all, so I don't actually know what any of this is.
Okay, so the first item is Finruns.
Fred not found.
Yeah, we got linked to Fred and it doesn't work. But there's going to be Finruns, which is a monthly marathon in Finland.
Is it monthly?
Something like that. And quarterly, half yearly. I don't know.
It's fairly frequent, yeah.
It's more frequent than yearly, I think. Anyway, this time I think it's going to be in Kuopio again, which many Finns have indicated is an excellent place to hold a marathon. And that's about all that I know about this, because all the threads are in Finnish and I don't speak Finnish.
Yeah, I Google translated the Finnish, and the first thing is, this yarn can find all the most important infos about Maratonia. We are part of Geostage LAN event.
Ah, yes. As always, they are part of like a bigger LAN event, and they just have their side corner.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
If you watch back the Finruns episodes that we had like many moons ago, you can find all information, and I think most of it will also apply to this one.
We did,
except for the dates are different and the location as well, I think. But most of it is similar.
We did a Finruns episode?
Yes.
Jesus, I don't even remember that. Okay. We've been doing this so long, forgetting episodes. Wow, okay. Cool, okay, yeah, do what S said. Go watch that episode if you want to know about Finruns. I will probably do the same, because I don't remember it. Link to site? Yeah, I can do that. It's just a forum. There you are. Unless you mean the episodes. Trollware did that anyway. Alright. Yeah, that's Finruns. When's that happening? 10, which is... I don't do months very well, which is October. Okay, so the middle of October is when that happens. So if you like Finnish people speaking Finnish, some people like that. Some people really like that, even though they don't speak it themselves. Yeah, go watch Finruns. They do English sometimes, right?
Yeah, I think it's just like speak whatever language you want.
Okay, weird. Alright then, next up is ValueFon the third.
Yes.
What is ValueFon? We've talked about this before, right?
I have no idea, but I looked into it a bit, and it just seems to be a casual marathon done over the weekend. No charity or anything, just something to bring the community together. Which is nice, because you'd have something to watch over the weekend, right? But I don't think that will work out so well with the next item on the list.
Okay. Well, before we get to there, let's see if there is anything that we want to watch. I mean, Thames opening it with Fable Anniversary. We did a whole episode on that.
Yes.
So that'll be good to watch.
There's Portal and
Sonic Heroes.
Portal 2 and VV.
VV. Isn't it double V? There you go.
I don't know. It's just...
yeah, V. Shovel Knight. Pet the Pup at the Party. Oh, there's a big Pet the Pup 10 Pups race. Jesus.
What?
Have you heard about this game? I wanted to feature this game this week. Okay, well, we're gonna sidetrack. I'm gonna feature this game. So Bullets, who we had on the show before to talk about Super Hot,
Yeah.
He's been active on Twitter talking a lot about this game called Pet the Pup at the Party. It's a game about where you don't want to take part in the party, so instead you're at a party, a house party, and instead of taking part in it, you just try to pet a pup, pet a dog at the party instead, and then move on to the next level. Here it is. There's like a person, there's people, and you can talk to them, but you don't really care. There's a time limit, and you have a hand, and you just want to pet a dog. And yeah, you just run through houses. This isn't a very good video. Maybe I should find the actual speed run. But yeah, you run through houses and pet puppies as quickly as possible. That's the speed run.
Alright.
Pet the pup. It's not on speedrun.com. Fuck. Whatever. If you want to watch it at the marathon.
Just find a part of the video with some puppy in it.
Oh,
I want to see the puppy now.
Oh, it's like Doom style, so everything's like the walls and shit are 3D, but everything else is 2D. YouTube moved where the player is, so now my capture doesn't work, so I have to do full screen, which is really annoying. Well, here's some guy's face. I'm stealing this guy's video. Oh my god, what is this capture like? Just show us the puppy, please, before I play this for long enough to get copyrighted. God damn it.
There's no puppy.
You're never going to see a puppy. I'm never going to find one.
Aww.
Oh, because he fails the level. He never pets the pup. God damn it.
It's okay though. We have a giant polar bear, which is basically a giant puppy.
I found it. Here we go. There you go. There's a puppy.
Aww.
And he pet it. There you go. He wins.
Oh, that was disappointing.
Yeah, I don't actually know what happens. I haven't seen gameplay that much. But yeah, apparently there's going to be a 10 pups race between Isbullets, Killing Pepsi, and Nerd Squared. So that'll be a laugh, I guess. There you go. There's the meme game. We have other ones, but there's one. Tomb Raider, Angel of Darkness. Did we cover that?
No, I didn't.
Okay. We covered a similar one, right?
We covered Anniversary, which is newer and not so very similar, I think.
Okay.
I mean, all Tomb Raider games are broken, so I guess they're similar in that.
Fair enough. But yeah, that's Value Fun, which will be on the Boy KS.
Apparently.
Apparently it's on that channel, okay. Which is that they're partnered, so never heard of this channel before. But there you go, that's where it will be if you want to watch it. What a weird marathon. Alright, yeah, and as you say, next up in the news, I did see this on Twitter. Where's the next title button? I forget how my own tool works. It's Games Done Quick tweeted, interest check. Would you participate in or support an online GDQ marathon this weekend for Hurricane Harvey?
Yes.
Yeah. Is there a website or anything else about this?
Well, they tweeted some more after this. So they said Harvey Relief Done Quick is official Friday 8 p.m. to Sunday 8 p.m. So that's right when Value Phone is on. Game submissions will be live within the hour. That was 31 minutes ago. So by the time this episode ends, if you have a run that you want to do on Harvey Relief Done Quick this weekend, then you can submit it when this show is over.
Cool. There you go. Obviously, Hurricane Harvey is that big hurricane in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been all over the news. There's also there's also flooding in India as well, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, weather's gone crazy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's cool that GDQ is like, whoever's running GDQ is willing to do something like this.
Yeah, they've done it once before with the earthquake that hit Japan and
okay.
flooded the entire place and had like a big nuclear explosion and stuff like that. It wasn't quite like that, but
it's a little more dramatic, yeah.
But yeah, they've done it in Milan as well. It was just an online marathon, so this will be the second official Done Quick Games Done Quick event that is not an on-site marathon.
Cool. All right then. Question: why did they run a poll about an interest check for this? It's like, hey, do you want a thing for free, or do you not want a thing? Like, what kind of response were they expecting? It's like,
I don't
yes,
know.
I'll take a thing, please. Like, yeah. Anyway.
I guess what they're more interested in is people participating and not necessarily people watching.
Yeah, fair enough. All right then. Can't complain about Snap charity speedruns, I guess.
Yeah. But yeah, if you want more information, I guess they'll have a thread up on the SDA forums. So I'm not sure if it's still on the SDA forums, to be honest, but they'll
Yeah.
probably have a thread somewhere. Obviously not on speedrun.com, but somewhere. Either now or like in 30 minutes.
Yep. All right then. Moving on to the other side of the world. It is ESA Winter, which has been announced.
Yes.
Yeah, so as they say in this thread, the past few years they've done ESA Winter at DreamHack, but they think it's time to run a proper actual on-site marathon in a place this time.
Yes.
Yep, so they're gonna it's a slightly smaller event compared to normal ESA. It's going to be in the hotel that I stayed in this year, funny enough. In the hotel in like their conferencey area thing. And yeah, it's going to be a smaller scope marathon, like cozier sort of thing. And they said something which is interesting. They said the marathon will run for 24 hours from Tuesday afternoon to Saturday evening and be streamed on Twitch. Given a suitable level of submissions, we'd like to run a second long RPG stream with 2 to 3 runs a day. That'd be kind of interesting, from lunchtime to end of the day. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. Just literally just calling it a long RPG stream, and then only doing those there. It means there's hope for Gaytonia 100%, right?
I guess that's an RPG.
Yeah, it would actually work on that. There you go. But yeah, I plan to go to this. What about you? I guess.
I mean, if I was going to go to ESA, I'd probably go in summer again.
Yeah, that makes sense.
To be honest, Sweden in the winter does not sound very appealing to me, especially not in Växjö.
Sounds appealing to me. I'd like to try it. Just
I
want to.
guess.
Yeah, I want to see what Sweden is actually like instead of the heat wave Sweden we always get.
True, I guess.
Yeah, I want to see it covered in snow and shit and be deadly and traffic's shit and stuff.
If that's your kind of thing, yeah, sure.
I mean, I live in England, so yeah, it is my kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I have friends there and stuff anyway, so I wanna go. And to be honest, I'd like a smaller scale ESA. Means I have.
Yeah, those were fun.
Means I have more hope of getting in as well. But interestingly, at the bottom it says Flicky, Bang Era, and Oasis have moved on for organising ESA. So yeah, I think Flicky announced it, but I didn't know Bang Era and Oasis were moving on. I guess they get new people in and stuff, don't they? So
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, they've been running it for ages. So sad
yeah,
to see
I
them
think
go.
like Oasis got pulled into it during one of the ESA. I think ESA 2013. I think, and
All right.
like in future ESAs, he's just being like the main organizer.
Yeah,
So,
like main tech guy with plans. All right, then. Yeah, that was all the news for this week. It was just a whole bunch of marathon news.
Yep.
Which is all there usually is, I guess.
Yeah, there's not much other news that you can tell about speedruns, is there?
No, not really.
I saw this cool article that wasn't really cool on one of the esports websites, and the title was Speedrunning, the act of or the art of rushing through games. And my immediate first thought was that speedrunning and rushing feel like two very different things to do.
Yeah.
Where rushing is just like, oh, I don't like this game, I'm just gonna rush it so that I'm done with it. And speedrunning is, oh, I love this game, I'm gonna play it hundreds of times, but first.
I'm gonna pre-plan everything I do. That's not rushing, is it? It's like
No.
overthinking, if anything.
So I didn't read the article.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright then. There is some other news you could have. It was like if a speedrunner signs up to a pro team or whatever. Like Trihex on Tempo Storm. Whatever happened with
Whatever
that?
happened to that?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on Tempo Storm right now and see if I can find anything by Trihex. I can buy some shirts. They got lots of Hearthstone stuff that I use quite frequently, but never seen Trihex's stuff on here. Okay, so they have at the bottom they have this thing called teams. They have Hearthstone, League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, CS:GO, World of Warcraft, FGC, whatever that is, PUBG, VG, then FIFA, then personalities at the bottom. Which one do you think Trihex is under?
Personalities.
Personalities. Yep.
At least it's not miscellaneous.
No, miscellaneous, yeah. Yeah, here you go. Here's the personalities. Rekful, who's like, yeah, Trihex, Poke Aim, and Parkzer. Never heard of these two, but yeah, there you go. Interesting. Alright then. Yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a sidetrack. Guess we'll... Oh, fighting game community. Ah, okay, that's what it means.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Alright then, moving on, we shall go into the runs for this week. Thankfully,
Yes.
S actually researched things, so we have some runs.
Yeah.
Oh, are these all submitted actually?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, good job, S.
I looked a bit at like some games that I.
What the hell? You suddenly got really quiet.
Oh, it's because I actually did become quiet. I don't know why.
Okay, that was weird.
Anyway, yeah, there were some games that I looked at, but there weren't really any new runs that looked particularly intriguing. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna take the user submitted runs submitted by you, the viewer, and not add anything myself.
Fair enough. Yep, that's right. Okay, so this is... First game is Donkey Kong 64, any percent, in 2525, which is a funny time, by Falcon X Falcon. At least that's their YouTube name.
Yes, probably.
Yeah.
I didn't actually write that down. Oops.
Yeah, it's fine. I got it from there.
So, Donkey Kong 64, I noticed this, and Kiwi Killer contacted us. And he said there's currently, which was 2 weeks ago almost, a very intense record swap of Donkey Kong 64 any percent going on. Yesterday, which was 2 weeks ago now, Falcon X Falcon beat the record by 3 seconds with a 26:06. 3 hours later, Kiwi Killer got the first sub 26 time with a 25:53. And then 6 hours later, after that, Falcon came back with another PB of 25:25. The grind is still ongoing, he said, but that was 2 weeks ago and no new PB has happened. So I'm not sure if the grind is still going. But yeah, that was some pretty good exchange there. Changing the world record like 3 times within 24 hours.
Yeah, a really optimized game as well. It's weird.
Yeah.
Sudden
He
spurt.
said... I asked a bit like what caused this, and he said that like no new tricks had been found, but Kiwi Killer has been rapidly improving his time and finally learned the fastest route and PB'd by over a minute and a half over the course of that one morning that was yesterday in this text. He also has. I'm just gonna read. I also have more recently been back at attempts and also got a run, and it was just a really unlikely coincidence of a rapid progression of a category that really isn't run much at the highest level. So yeah, this is any percent, which has I think one really difficult trick in it that is rather hard to pull off. So it's definitely like I think the most popular category of this is the no levels early category, followed by 100 and something percent.
Yeah, makes sense. It's funny how lots of any percents of games like that are always defined by like one trick. And then you have that one category that like bans that one trick. And everyone just does that. Okay, cool. Alright then, that's pretty interesting. Surprising, like, no new tricks or anything, and then suddenly stuff explodes like that.
Yeah.
Alright then, moving on to the next game. This is, if I remember to press buttons, God. I completely forgot how to use my own tool, so I'm just like, shit. This is eventually
Playing properly, I know.
audio. I forgot to mute everything. Right, okay, ready? This is Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition Nero/Dante New Game Devil Hunter - No Super Costume in 1:18. Then it cuts off. 53.
1:18:53 by Skyveron, which is a mouthful. But at least it's descriptive, I guess. We had this game on the show or a similar game. I don't remember if it was the normal edition or the special edition or something like that.
I don't remember.
Anyway, there was a comment left, so I guess I'll read it.
Okay.
This run uses a bunch of new strats, and Skyveron is actually really good at this game. DMC4 and DMC4 Special Edition are not the same. And the person who wrote this just had his laptop killed, so he didn't have the ability to write a big list of differences. So that's a shame, but I guess I wouldn't want to write a big list of differences if I was on a phone either, so I can understand that. Major stuff comes in with the Angelus Orb Attack RNG manipulation. In which, if you get it, you can instantly finish the fight with a timed parry. I forgot all these terms. Packed up with Max Act Theorycraft, we're trying to do at the moment. As Nero, there's a system called Exceed that amplifies the next hit you will make. You can charge up to 3 hits this way by Step 1. Pressing charge button outside or inside the combat. It takes 3 to 5 full presses to give you 1 bar. Step 2, hitting charge button when hit occurs, which rewards you with 1 bar instantly. And step 3, I'm not sure if these are steps or alternative methods, but I'm just gonna call them steps. Step 3, hitting the charge button at a 1 to 3 frame window. After the hit connects, it gives you a max act, also known as 3 bars.
Right.
If you bought Exceed 3 ability in the shop, you can use that to clear the rooms relatively fast, depending on your reaction and Exceed timings, because EX3 moves are very strong and flashy. And then he says a nice personal note that Skyveron is a really nice guy to talk with.
Oh. All right, cool.
Seems like butchered that comment.
It was pretty long. I guess it was Mecha to send it in. Yeah. Seems like every other week we cover a Devil May Cry game, and I know Mecha said he wanted to convince other people to run it, so I guess he's doing a good job of that. There you go. All right, that's Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition Nero/Dante New Game Devil Hunter - No Super Costume. Jesus Christ. All right. Next is Dead Space 3 New Game Plus any % in 2
hours, 15 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Thank you.
By Matt 10111.
There we go. I got it in the end. Go on.
Yeah, Dead Space 3 is a game we covered as well in like episode 6 or 7, I think.
Was it Dead Space 3 or 2?
I think it was 3 because 3 was the one that had. I don't know. Let me check. Real-time chatting. Episode 7. Dead Space 3.
Oh, okay. All right. Fair enough.
Alright. It's hard to keep track of that. But yeah, this is by Matt, who wasn't the person we had on for that episode. But Matt says, after nearly a year, I finally improved my record, and on a deer restaurant of all runs. Classic deer restaurants. The run wasn't great by all means. I lost over a minute to stupid mistakes, RNG, enemy grabs, and a bunch of other things. I guess you could just show the Scent skip and Terra Nova skip in the background, which one is at 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 55 seconds. And I think this might be the skip that is featured in the intro video of our show.
Oh, yeah, it is. The one where he goes down the... Yeah, okay, cool.
It's so good, though. Like, this is my favorite skip of, like, all the skips we featured on this show.
That's why it's in our intro. Yeah, this is a really good skip.
I think I remember what he happens here. He blows something up or something, and that glitches him through a wall.
Don't quite remember.
And then he just falls a shit ton of distance. I don't remember.
Oh, yep, that looks like set up. Oh.
Yeah, and then he goes to the side, and then this already doesn't look like the way it looks a bit different than the way it's done in the intro. There he goes. And he just falls.
Just falls through the map, and then eventually they get back in it.
Yeah, and just look at how massive that map is.
You're supposed to what is it?
And then he lands, and he just falls at the same distance once more.
Was it rappel? Is that what it's called? Where you rope down?
Yeah, I don't remember.
It's a word like that.
It just keeps going on.
Yeah, instead of slowly going down it on a rope, you just fall down it. That's fucking great. Jesus. What is happening? Still going. Still going.
You'd think that it was just like if you reach the bottom, it would teleport you to the top. Oh yeah, and then here's the trigger and there's some cutscene starts, and he goes back in once.
Fantastic.
I forgot how much time that saves, but it just looks so good.
It looks like a lot, so...
Yeah.
Alright, okay. Fucking... Yeah, I'm getting so thrown off by the new YouTube layout and my own tool and everything. Okay, right, next.
There's a bit more comment. He's still not happy with the run, so he will try to get a 2-hour, 14-minute run, but who knows, it might take him another year.
Okay.
Try not to do that.
Yeah, try to do it a bit quicker. Alright, the next game is a game we know fairly well on this show, and I know fairly well as well. It's the one and only... Oh, I abbreviated it. Oh, fuck. It's PewDiePie, Legend of the Brofist, any percent, in 3715 by the Rydwag himself.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Rydog is probably done with this game. I had a quick look at his comment. You should read it.
Alright, well, let me set the scene for you. 4 hours into a marathon, the day before you smash your keyboard and break it. I think to myself, if I just uninstall, no one will ever beat this time anyway. But no, I am in the upper tier of gamers, and I came back at it less than 20 hours later, and I got this scorcher of a rundown. And guess what I said to myself? End my fucking life, I have to save 15 more seconds to get that even number. And now I will, because the run was also fucking shit, and I've found good elevator skips, so now it's even better.
Oh, great.
You can see the skip in the clip. I failed it in that skip, but that's okay. I'm not sure what that sentence means. He sent a clip, but I'm assuming it's a clip of him breaking his keyboard. I'm not sure if we should show that.
No, it's not that.
And then there's something you should say, Josh.
Oh, did I brofist the camera or something? Well done, Rydog, or whatever. Whatever I'm supposed to say.
Whoa, what a legendary gamer.
Yeah, there you go. And then there you go. Jesus. Yeah, every time we hear about this from Rydog, he's always like, oh, I'm going to stop playing it now. Fuck this game. And then he plays it a bit more and gets the time lower.
Definitely case of Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the bit cup on the splits. Nice. I mean, you cover up less of the game that way, right? So
yeah. It should work the other way around, where if people donate bits, it takes some bits out of the cup, so the splits are revealed.
Ooh. Alright. Anyway, yeah, that's PewDiePie. I would say go watch our episode on it if you want to know more, but Rydog keeps changing the run all the time by finding new stuff.
Yeah. He found some massive skip like a day after.
Yeah. Just get the 37, Ryan, put it to rest for like a month, and then I'll play it. Haha, no, I'm joking. Alright. Next up is... Oh, hey, it's a meme game, I think.
Yeah, you're one per episode silly game.
Exactly. Alright, this is... buttons are hard. Winnie the Pooh's Home Run Derby beat Christopher Robin in 53-12. Holy crap, I was expecting like 5 minutes. Okay, well, this looks like a modern game as well, but it's in 4x3.
It's a Flash game.
Alright, okay, there you go. Do we have any comments at all?
Yes, I do have a comment, but Josh, what do you see?
I see him not playing baseball.
Oh, well, that was a bad clip.
Should I find another one? 159 meters. Okay, he's playing baseball. Right.
So you've watched 2 seconds of this run now, right?
Yeah.
You think you've seen it all?
Probably, yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Okay. Is it literally just this?
Yeah, it's literally just score the amount of home runs required for that level, and then the rest of the balls you just don't hit. And it goes on for an hour, but the comment says, I beat the last world record by 3 and a bit hours. And he says morale clearly is doing something wrong.
3 and a bit hours? The run's 50 minutes long and you beat the world record by 3 hours? What happened? Yeah. I mean, I was going to question their PB says 1 hour 20 and be like, oh, that's a big time save, but okay, 3 hours. That seems better.
So, when we were testing the Discord video call feature, right, we had Marel on as our test guest, and she said, I'm going to beat the record in this game, right, because it's like 9 hours long and I can beat it. And then I watched her do it a bit and she struggles to finish the game. So apparently this game is actually really hard. But then this guy came and I think he just figured out the secrets, and now he just casually beats the game within the hour, whereas others still struggle to finish it at all. I think that's the gist of this room.
It also looks like it's in Korean. Is that an option? Like he's going faster, or? Wait, whoa! What the hell was? Hang on, what was that? Wait, watch this throw. What the fuck is that? That hardly seems fair. I can see why this takes 9 hours. What the hell? And like sometimes it disappears. Look, it disappears. Watch. Like what? The fuck is this game? Like Korean level. Like this is for kids, right? This is what Korean kids play. That's why they're so good at video games.
It looks. I'm not sure if it's Japanese or Chinese.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he's right. It's
okay, yeah, that's Japanese.
Japanese, okay. Fair enough then. Well, what the hell? Why is Winnie the Pooh in Japanese?
I guess it's either actually faster, or he's just doing it for the joke because a lot of games are in Japanese.
Yeah, I guess. There's like 2 buttons on the main menu, so there's probably the top one's play and the bottom one's language, maybe? I don't know. Probably. Jesus. Yeah, look at those throws, what the hell? Well, actually, hang on. This person's... The video is in Japanese. I think this person is just Japanese.
That could also be it.
Yeah, this person is also Japanese. Oh, look, it's Meryl. What the hell? She's commented. Interesting. Alright, well, there you go then. We learnt something new. A Japanese person running fucking Winnie the Pooh. Mm. Okay. Shall we move on?
Shame on us for assuming the guy isn't Japanese.
Yeah, we assumed their race.
Yeah. Shame on us.
Dear. Alright, and speaking of Japanese, the final run for this week is... Did I press the button already? Oh god, I'm scared to press the button again. Okay, I'm going to press this. Yep, okay, I didn't press it. There you go. Right.
Hey.
This is Knights of the Frozen Throne Solo Adventures in 24 minutes and 26 seconds by Tuskbaki, which is the Japanese Hearthstone runner I've been talking about a fair amount. Did I tell you about the marathon run they did?
No, not about the marathon run they did.
Who did I tell about the marathon run? Then I told someone. Anyway.
Emma. Hanky?
Maybe, yeah, probably. Anyway, yeah, this is...
Split.
Oh, crap. Okay, there you go. This is the latest Hearthstone single-player adventure that came out. Naturally, there's actually a sort of Hearthstone speedrunning community that's kind of starting now. There's there's like this Hearthstone speedrun Discord, which originally had like 3 people in it.
What's one of them you?
Yes. And now there's actually a fair amount of people getting into it, which is really weird to me. But yeah, this is Hearthstone speedruns. We have comments, right, by SRD?
Oh yes, we do.
Yeah.
So this run started as a race by SRD, Cypher, and Swags the dog.
A Hearthstone race. It's like, what? There's not enough people for that? Okay, yeah, keep going.
On the release day of the last boss, and this was also SRD's first time streaming, nice self-promotion. And then SRD, Cypher, and later Tsubaki tried some more attempts. So there's actually some competition in this leaderboard. Please give your opinion on that, Josh.
Good. Interesting.
What's interesting is how the top 3 runners use different decks for the last boss, although the speed seems to be about the same. Oh, I love that when there's 3 completely different ways of doing stuff and they all seem the fastest. Ultimately, one of them will probably... I'm not sure about Hearthstone, but in my experience, when there's like multiple routes to go about something, ultimately one will come out on top.
There's a lot of RNG, so there's probably like one really high roll deck that beats him really quickly, but it's super inconsistent. I don't know.
That could be it. And then the Lion King all classes category is the Lich King. The Lich King all classes category is also interesting to look at, which has a significantly higher difficulty in deck building and execution.
Yeah, I'll show that quick. If I remember buttons. There we go, good shit. Yeah, so there's this expansion. Blizzard did things a bit differently. And now there's the final boss. He's different for depending on which class you play. So people added a category to beat him with all classes, because if you beat him with all classes in game, you get an extra reward. So it's kind of like intended. So people are like speedrunning, beating him with every class. But it's really super difficult. Like this very first one, you're playing mage. This took me 2 days to do casually. But yeah, the first one's mage. His effect is on turn 1, he sets your health to 1. And that's the game. It's fucking ridiculous. So like here we go. He'll play a card, says the true lich, and he sets your health to 1 immediately. And then he coins a fucking minion, and it's like you have to survive this. It's ridiculous. But yeah, every class has like a challenge specifically for it. So the mage one is like really annoying for mage. It's like ironic and stuff. And the warrior one's ironic because he gains 100 extra health at the start, which is what warrior is good at. The warrior one is actually pretty interesting. I want to know how the hell they do this fast. Like, how do you kill him when he has 160 health quickly? I don't understand. Do you fatigue him? Yes, you do. Okay, so yeah, here the strategy is to play this combination of cards, the Lich King and a Taunt, and it confuses the AI, and then he does nothing. And then you play a minion that doubles its attack every turn until you can kill him in one hit.
Nice.
Yeah, you have to fuck with the AI to do this. Yeah, there you go. So he just killed 256 damage in one hit. It's ridiculous. Yeah, and there's lots of interesting challenges and stuff. Paladin ones, like when your minion dies, it summons it for him and stuff. Yeah, I won't go through all of them. Also, you're using XSplit. Who's using XSplit Gamecaster? It's weird.
What is that?
It's like a miniature version of XSplit. Relox is using XSplit Gamecaster. Huh? Yeah, it's like an easy to use version of XSplit.
Alright.
Never seen anyone use it, but alright, whatever. But yeah, that's Hearthstone speedrunning. It's a lot of RNG, and you have to do 9 of probably the hardest non-heroic boss in the game, I guess. Yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Like I said, it took me 3 days to do it casually. So 2 days? Did I say 2? I think it was 2 days.
Alright.
Yeah, so speedrunning it's pretty ridiculous. And I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to...
So, if there was any run in the past 2 weeks, not the past month, but the past 2 weeks, that we, or I guess that was for this week. If there was any run in the past 2 weeks, and not the past month or the past 2 months, but the past 2 weeks that we missed, then you should have submitted it. As Josh always says.
Yep, there you go.
And everything we need to know is listed in that submission form. So fill that in if you see a cool world record being broken, and we will do the rest.
Yeah, and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
Pretty much every run we talked about here was a submitted one, except the Winnie the Pooh one. So.
Oh, the Winnie the Pooh one was also submitted.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, yeah, it was. What the fuck? Interesting. All right, well, there you go, then. Cool. Yeah, so that was all the runs we could find for that week. Yeah, and submit if we miss anything. Submit anything next week if you see it. Right, so now we normally move on to In the Spotlight, where we talk about the guest's speciality. But we don't have a guest. Instead, we have the face palming, not panda, polar bear. Yeah. So what do we do? Do we just?
I think we should just move on to the outro. What have we been doing the other episodes we didn't have a guest? We've had one of these episodes before.
I think I just removed it from the splits and we just went straight to chat Q&A, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so let me open chat Q&A.
Yeah, there you go.
Chat Q&A. I always write Q*A, but it's fine.
Well, it's a bit weird because we normally stall by continuing to talk to the guest while we get comments.
Yeah.
I guess we can just chat. How are you, S?
That's a very generic question. I am fine. How about you?
I am good. Just kind of not tired, but things are changing because, you know, people in the house and stuff. It's like I can't be naked all the time. It's really annoying. One of my main problems. It's hot, right? It's summer.
Yeah. It was really hot yesterday, and like my house is on my room is on the west side of the house. So if I have the curtains open, the sun is right at my window.
Flipping hell.
And it gets really hot in my room.
Yeah, it's a really weird thing that always happens to me, that whenever I want to play a racing game with my steering wheel, which is the most physical thing I could possibly do because I don't exercise, it's always really hot. So I have to sit here with this fan that's here right behind the steering wheel, which you can't see. Like, there's the steering wheel, there's the fan, and I sit here, and that's the only way I can not melt while playing racing games. But I swear it's always hot every time I play a racing game. Every damn time. So yeah, the past few days have been really warm because I've been playing Formula 1. That's why.
Josh. Josh.
Yeah, so maybe when I go to ESA Winter I should take my steering wheel with me. Have a heat wave in the middle of winter.
Climate change.
Yeah.
You're the cause of climate change. Tell you, Josh.
Should make a website. Is Josh playing a racing game today? And it's just yes or no.
It's just yes if the temperature is like above 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and no if it's not.
Alright, we have some questions, I guess. We should do that.
Yes. Alright, here's the first question. I submitted Stardew Valley about 2 weeks ago. It is not featured here. It's not featured because I looked at it and it was done like a month ago now. And I had to draw a line between... Because it looked really nice and I wanted to cover it, but I had to be harsh and just had to draw a line at this is too old.
Yeah, it was too old. If we took everything, we'd just be talking about, hey, here's this really cool run last year and stuff. Maybe we could do like an older...
Yeah, we could look into that. Like, yeah, just highlight an old dead game.
Yeah.
Well, that isn't dead, I guess. I guess we could just bring the runner on.
Maybe we could like...
That's an idea.
Also, the Stardew Valley leaderboard is really awful. Like, I don't know, I've never played this game, so I don't know what it's like, but they've got like all these categories, which is like all of this, and then there's like glitches and glitchless for both. And nobody does glitchless of anything. So why have it? Like, if you want free world records, play Stardew Valley glitchless and do all these things. I don't even know what the glitches are. But yeah, try. I think this is the run you submitted. It might be like one of these. No, these are all 1 month ago, so it has to be this one, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, so that's why. There you go. But yeah, Stardew Valley is like a Animal Crossing kind of game. It's like a relaxing thing. Can't imagine speedrunning it. Alright, next question.
Next question. What game would you still like to cover on the show?
We should probably do some of the Zeldas at some point.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, like Ocarina of Time, or... Imagine going through the history of Ocarina of Time with someone. Like, Christ. That would be a 3-hour show, right? Like, here's the progression of everything in this game, and it's like, holy crap. Yeah, we should do some of the big games at some point, but that requires contacting some big people. It's like
we're too scared for that. We're scary little kittens. I guess I also still need to argue with Source Runners on this podcast.
Oh so. Yeah, didn't we have a Source Runner at some point?
We had like Portal 2, but there's not really much controversy around Portal 2.
Well,
there's not much controversy about Half-Life either, but like I like to make some.
Okay, well we should get a Half-Life runner at some point. There you go. Half-Life. Oh yeah, there's one thing we can talk about. Half-Life 3 happened.
Oh yeah, Half-Life 3. Well, Half-Life 2 episode 3.
Oh yeah, episode 3. Yeah.
Yeah, I played through it, and it was rather short, and I didn't have to use my keyboard or my mouse. It was just reading. It wasn't really a game.
It was less of a game than Dear Esther.
Yes.
The story was just as good though.
Yeah, the story was intriguing. I have to call it that, but of course, it wasn't a game. So it's sad that we had to get it through the expiration of a non-disclosure agreement. But like, I guess if Valve really wanted to, they could still make something great with either this story or something completely different.
Wow.
And knowing Valve, it's gonna be good, because Valve won't make a game unless they have something to make it good.
Yeah, but then that leads us into this situation where they just don't make a game because it won't be good.
Yeah.
It's like, is that better?
I don't know.
It's hard to know. It's a weird situation where a company doesn't want to make a thing because it won't be good enough. Weird. Alright, anyway, we're sidetracking quite a lot. Mecha asks, what do you think about meme games in general? Or actually, what do you think about... Oh yeah, the meme games in general.
Meme games don't exist. I think every game, if you want to run it, you should run it.
Yeah, I mean, we have PewDiePie on here quite a lot, and you'd think that'd be a meme, but Rydog actually put a lot of work into it to make it good. So, yeah. I think meme games are fine, like playing silly speedruns. I mean, it's just for fun. Who gives a crap, right?
Yeah.
And now someone's banging outside.
Yeah, I mean, like, if a game isn't ultimately that entertaining to run, then you'll do 2 runs of it, and then that's that, right? And, it's gonna look nice on your speedrun portfolio. Like Prison Architect, for example, I played through it, and I was like, well, this could make an interesting speedrun. Not to seriously grind out, but, like, it just has enough neat tricks for me to want to do a handful of runs. Turns out there was another person, so the record actually went back and forth, so... Was that really a meme run at that point? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to have to keep manually muting my microphone because someone's bashing something to shit outside, which is really annoying. Okay, and then Mecha asks, what do you think about having a guest form submission?
I would rather just, because guests... Yeah, guests, you don't just open a Google Doc and you write the name down. You actually have to talk to them and contact them. So a forum submission is not as effective as just telling us in person.
Yeah, and it's not like a application process, is it? Really, it's like a...
No, like Joe Drinks Beer last episode. He just messaged me and like, hey, how do I get on your show? And I said, oh, you ask, and then I put him on the show.
It's like, hey, how do I get on your show? And you answer like that.
Yeah, pretty much. So do that.
Oh, dear.
And if you sound any, if we sense any sarcasm in your in your sentence, then we're not gonna take it serious. So do be serious about it.
Okay, I guess we should wrap this up soon then. Let's keep moving questions.
What are they doing? Are they putting sledgehammer to your front door?
I don't know. It's not. It's like I can hear it's like over there, so it's not my front door or anything. It's across the road. It's weird.
Are
Really
they
loud.
putting a sledgehammer to the neighbor's front door?
Yeah, I guess breaking some cardboard or something. There's like lots of shops around, so there's probably something happening there. Anyway, Charlie asks, what are you going to be playing in the next week ahead? Will we do that in the next bit? Can't talk about that now.
Two guys taking apart a chest of drawers to put in a car, so smashing it. Okay.
Okay.
I guess I just don't want it anymore.
Yes, Seraph is bashing his keyboard. Yeah, that's what's happening. Let's see. Don't see any other questions.
Holy shit. I don't see any question marks. Oh, here we go. The GDK submission's open, so I guess that's a good one to end the show.
Should we raid the submission form?
Don't think that's a good idea. Are you going to submit anything, Josh?
I was thinking about submitting things for ESA Winter. I haven't even practiced anything in ages. The only thing that comes I vaguely want to do is 100% Gay Tony again.
I don't think that will get in GDQ.
No, exactly, it won't. Alright, I guess we cut off. There we go. And Fintas got one question in. Still doing game dev, Josh, question mark. Not really. My friend did recently contact me, ask me if I want to help him with a game he's making, help him finish it. And I probably will. I need to get back to him, but yeah, it's only like level designy stuff. What about you, S? Are you still doing stuff?
I should do stuff, yes, but I haven't been lately. But I do want to make something in the week to come.
Yeah, I was thinking about things. I want to make a Twitch chat game, mostly because I stream all the time, but can't think of anything good. I was thinking about like a card game that you play on Twitch, but like how does that work? I don't know. Okay, alright, and then we got one question just at the last minute. Have you ever raced against each other in a game you never played before? I mean, I raced you in Vice City 100%. Does that count?
Technically, I mean, it depends on if it's singular you or plural you.
Yeah, I guess. I don't think there's anything else, is there? We did GTA 4 Trilogy, didn't we? The three of us?
Yeah.
Or two of us even?
I did.
Yeah.
I did. I mean, I had played that before.
Oh, well, I guess.
Didn't do speedrun.
Yeah, we've never done speedruns. I mean,
I'm not a big fan of, like, I did all these Tomb Raider races, and the only one, actually I finished more than one in the end, but I did all these blind races of Tomb Raider, right? Like every single major game in the series, and I think that's partly the reason why I despise those games so much, because I didn't take my time to enjoy them. So I'm not a big fan of racing games I haven't played.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
I guess it goes back to that speedrunning versus rushing talk that we had a bit earlier, where rushing it's just not fun unless the game isn't fun and you just want to be over with it. And speedrunning, you need to spend some time.
Yeah, and I like to actually enjoy a game the first time, at least.
Yeah,
so.
me too. So when I did those races, I just did it like, oh, I'm just going to enter the SRL race, and then I'm just going to play the game casually, and then whenever I'm done with it, I'm going to forfeit. And I think out of like the 14 games that were, I finished one of them. I finished in one go because I had already done it as a child. The other one I did because I just enjoyed that game, and the two last ones, I kind of finished against, because I enjoyed these games, but especially Tomb Raider 2013, I enjoyed that game, but because it was a race, in the end I actually forced myself to continue, and I didn't enjoy the end of that game. Whereas I think if I had just ended it then and finished the game the next day, I would have enjoyed it a lot more.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever done runs of games I've literally never played before, because yeah, it would ruin it. I mean, yeah, I can't think of anything. So I think they're a good idea. Yeah, mystery race tournaments as well. I like the idea of them. Other people are fine to do what they want, of course, but I wouldn't want to do it. It's just, hey, let's ruin like 5 games for me. Like, no.
I mean, if they're games that I wouldn't enjoy anyway, then sure. But like, I think most of it is like somewhat classic style games at which I am A, really bad, and B, I don't really enjoy them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't join that.
Have I played GTA? I guess I never played GTA 3 before, yeah, and I hate that game, so there you go. It goes to prove our point, doesn't it, kind of? Alright, I guess that'll do for chat Q&A. And I guess we're done for the thing. We can talk about our next week, though. What are me and you doing next week, S?
I will probably do more Portal 2. And the rest I haven't planned out, but I really should do GTA 3, damn it.
Yeah. As for me, I don't know. I'm probably going to play Formula 1 some more. Annoyingly, the more I play that game, the more I just want to play iRacing again instead. Which is annoying. But the thing is, I can't play iRacing at the moment because all the tracks for the cars I don't have, and I have to buy them, and I don't want to. So I'm waiting for the next season to start, and then I have tracks again. But yeah, otherwise, I don't know. I've been uploading a YouTube video through most of this episode, and that will go live in like an hour, I guess, when I'm done thumbnailing it and whatnot. I'm really close to the end of the master save. There's like 2 episodes left.
Still?
Yeah,
Did you drive the multiple variants of Glendale and Monster Truck yet?
No.
You should, man. You should.
That's really boring, so I probably won't.
But you did an episode where you get all the cars.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I got all rare cars, the fun ones.
Ah, okay, not the common ones.
Yeah, there's a few common ones I haven't driven, but it's like I don't want to search for them. And I haven't driven every boat, and I haven't driven every train, but it's like, fuck it.
Fair enough. I'm surprised because like I'm at like episode 28 now or something. Yeah, 28 or something. I think, what episode are you uploading now?
31.
31, and like I'm struggling to come up with things to do after episode 28.
Yeah, exactly.
So you now say like, oh, I have 2 episodes left, and I'm now here just sitting here wondering what the fuck you could still have left to do.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm ending it, because it's getting to the point where I'm like, I really have nothing left to do, and the episodes are taking really long to do, not because I'm doing hard things, and not because it takes long to commentate 2 hours video or anything. Everything's taking long because I spend so much time in pre-production thinking, how the fuck do I make this interesting? And all of the episode time is spent in the planning of like trying to plan out what to do and how to make it interesting and shit. And yeah, really nothing left to do.
Better to just move on and like leave episodes like that. Like the master save for ending doesn't mean you can't do that stuff anymore. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, for some things, I guess it would, but it's like you could still do them at some point.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel. I'm just gonna move on. Everyone keeps wanting me to do missions and stuff, so
yeah.
I'll make them happy. But yeah, other than that, I don't know what I'm doing. I want to speedrun something, because I haven't done speedruns in ages. So I will speedrun something. I don't know what, but something. And yeah, I guess that's it for our next week. And that's it for the show. Thanks for watching this shortened version of the episode. Hopefully we'll get a guest for next week. But I think the episodes, if we do like we don't do a guestless episode all the time, it's not too bad. Yeah, especially if we miss the episode before it, so we have tons to talk about.
It's nice to get a guest in on this discussion sometimes, though.
Yeah. We should find someone to rate.
Seraph?
He's stopped streaming.
Oh.
Yeah. That would have been funny, but no. I could have literally gone into the room and raided him.
If my Twitch following page loads...
I already gave up on that. I'm using the community. Let's have a look. Yeah, you posted all the things. I'll talk through the schmeal then. Yeah, so if you want to catch on the other episodes, go on our YouTube. We post every episode there. I also need to do that tonight as well, before I forget. We have our Twitter, where we tweet when we're going live, and if we're not going live, normally. And we also have our Discord, where you can talk to us about any news and let us know about things. And yeah, we'll find a raid target, and that'll be the show. Omega's doing a thing.
These are all no SRL streams.
Yeah. No one's doing anything interesting. Damn it, Seraph! Why did you stop streaming? We were gonna raid you, and then you stopped. Yeah, I'm struggling to find anything.
I guess you could rate this no SRL stream. What is he doing? I don't know, man.
I don't know. Good podcast. We're just sat here in silence, just like,
Yeah, and just fuck it. Go rate PJ.
Okay.
DHS array.
Fine.
With message.
I don't know. Fuck. Just Frankazee, like
Frankazee, right?
Classic Frankers. Yeah, there you go.
Frankazee, right?
All right. Anyway, thanks for watching and or listening to this episode. Hopefully, we'll get a guest for next episode, and we'll see you then. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, outro. Crap. Go.
I'll try not to laugh.